where there is stretch and the hydrate and all that. That Big Mac. And that's kind of what I think of all the time, where it's like, I was really craving something, and it wound up being awful. Hello. Welcome in. Happy birthday, Extra. How's everybody doing tonight? You're so close. That was the point. We're a little askew up top. There we go. More centered. Stream the whole night like that. Just right here. You know how hard it was for me to hit the button to switch to face cam like this? I am really close. I just saw myself on the Steam Deck. Wow. Howdy. How's everybody doing tonight? I saw it earlier. Hello, Lovely Bear. How are you? Sylvan, Extra, Jagboo. How's everybody doing tonight? I believe Extra also redeemed Hydrate and Stretch. Oh, God. Everything hurts. Don't get old, kids. Everything hurts. And start the clock on that before Extra winds up being able to redeem it before I'm done. But I am going to give Extra their points back for that one. Happy birthday. Shit, I don't have my notes. Thank you for reminding me. Aha! I wrote so many fucking notes for this game. Like, make sure I don't dox myself again. That would be embarrassing. Like, this is the page of notes we started with. All of these I wrote over the weekend. Just like what I remember and like what each character is up to. Like, and with their current status of alive or dead. Which everybody's dead or alive? My questions. So our current questions, because we'll actually lead into this. Stream big face for you. I mean, yeah, pardon me. Shit, this is like Clue. I actually can't. The monitor's like here, like this far from my eye, on the side of me. There's no logistics way I could do this. But I'll give you this part in this. And I also can't see chat, so I don't have any idea what you're saying to me. Look to the side like a lizard. I can cross-eye. I can't independently move my eyes. Like, this is even difficult for me. Alright, question 1. Who killed Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Trisha? Why? Because of Sophia? How? Vivian's cause of death unknown. And then I have my suspects. Scott. Too easy. Honestly, I feel like Scott's a red herring. This feels very like 2012 internet. Like, oh, I didn't see who it was. Thank you for the resub, Jagboo. 21 months. Holy shit. That's like a considerable amount of time. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I had a revelation while writing this.
Family, son.
And extra. Thank you for a sub on your birthday, no less. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, Jagbu gifted a sub to extra. I didn't see the top part because once again, chat is almost directly behind me now. Thank you, Jagbu. So I realized while writing this, Father Matthew has a lot of fucking, like, a lot of motive. He was in love with Sophia. He knew about, like, the affair and, like, knew about the situation. Like, that gives him motive for killing Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew, but it doesn't for Trisha. Trisha doesn't make sense. See, Trisha kind of breaks all of my things, and I don't know how she died, which is a problem. Derek, I don't trust him, but we also don't know enough about him. Like, Derek, the only thing we know about him is that he has a crush on Sophia. He's a father, he did the crime. I mean, it's possible. Like, it's very possible that, like, that's accurate. Like, I don't trust him because he's a priest. There's a non-zero amount of that. My own biases are here. Like, to be fair, Scott being too easy is literally me just being media savvy. Like, the fact that he was arrested by the police and released because of a lack of evidence tells me he didn't do it. But we also don't have the whereabouts of Scott or Father Matthew or Derek or Charles, which are my 4 main suspects right now. Scott, obviously still a suspect, even though I don't think he did it. It's possible this game could surprise me. Derek, I don't know what motive he would have to kill any of them. But I don't trust him and I don't know enough about him. Same thing with Bernard. We're gonna extend a little bit extra. The butler. He kind of seemed like he was in love with Vivian, but I don't know if that gives him motive. And then Charles. I mean, he knocked up the maid. He's a politician. Need I say more? All right. And I'm sure you're smart enough to have figured it out because you're smart and wonderful and clever. And you need to keep those qualities about yourself. Your good heart, your fantastic hair. Just keep on. I believe in you. There. That's the official end of Daddy Cam. Daddy Cam banned. It's not banned. I'm sure Extra will redeem it again. Alright. First things first. I want to... Daddy Cam can't be banned. Daddy Cam must not be stopped. Daddy Cam eternal. Alright. I want to see something. Interact. Are we missing anything? Because I feel like there's non-zero sense we're missing something, controller-wise. And I want to make sure because I'm right. I was rewatching my stream and it mentioned something. I didn't quite catch it and I didn't feel like rewinding. We have a journal. I didn't need to take pictures of all the fucking diaries and all that because they're kept. All the diaries we find are kept. Alright. Newspaper, letter, documents. Cool. This is another mystery. I didn't write it in the questions, but it is a good one. Who hired the PI? Because that kind of breaks my idea of Matthew. Because this kind of sounds like like, this kind of leads towards the idea they don't think it's Scott, which would give me the idea that Father Matthew hired him. But we're not sure. Like... yeah, we have things to investigate. This is mostly going to be us going back over places. Because my goals for today, I want to look for the sewer entrance, which I still think is probably up there. I want to recheck the hospital, Bernard's house. Like, I want to recheck places. We're primarily rechecking things today. Because I need to know. I need the answer here. Howdy, Killbot. How are you today? So, I have an awkward old man complaint. I think I'm going to need to buy a nose hair trimmer. Because I'm at that age now where, like... my nose hairs are moving and tickling my nose, and it's annoying. So we also have to figure out who this is. Like, somebody jumped from up there to here and died, and we don't know who. Alright, I want to recheck everything in the hospital. Like, these drawers I didn't notice until right this fucking moment. Oh, lovely. It's a list of fucking rooms of who's in them. Alright, Wanda, Teresa, Jane, Trissa. We know these two. We don't know Harold M. Alright. If Father Matthew forgets his key, place it under the flower pot next to the church. Alright, that's just a clue to get me back to the church. Alright. Doing as good as I can be. Took my first full pill of my new dual anti-anxiety, antidepressant medication. Had to do half pill for 6 days as the doctor ordered. Oh, so they're like, weaning you on it, like, slowly upping your doses. Which, I feel like that's probably a fairly normal thing, right? Like, it's been a long time since I actually went to a doctor and got medication for my troubles. So, like, you know. So it's Matthew Brooks. Visited Trisha. Anybody else visit Trisha? Matthew Brooks. So Father Matthew visited Trisha twice. I mean, I know it isn't like a one and done, like, immediate thing, but have you noticed any difference? Like, are they helping? I hope them to be helping. Ah, yes, this hospital full of locked fucking rooms. They're starting to. I'd love to hear that. Good. I don't know why I said it like I'm being fucking mean about it, but, like, good. I hope they help. Just aggressive positivity. I fucking hope they do help. I hope they fucking help you. I hope you feel fantastic. Just real fucking mean about it. Well, I guess if you sound mean about positive things, it just sounds like you're being sarcastic. Which I don't intend to be sarcastic, obviously. I've put myself in a conundrum of that, I guess. But, you know, it goes. Or so it goes. Alright. Now, I also feel like we also didn't check this nurse's station well enough. These are all locked. These are all locked. The pills are locked. All right. These have a chair in front of them, so I can't open them. Let's try this. Ah, yes. The drawer where we keep our empty cups. A key. Medical records room. Hey, I can unlock something in this godforsaken fucking hospital. Sweet. Actually, where did that key go to? That's the photos I want. Inventory. Medical records room. Okay. And the medical records room is 9 on the first floor. Oh, good. It's right around the corner, I think. Because 6 I would believe to be the nurse's station. Either way, it's over here. Fuck the nurse's station. 102. That's a break room of some variety. Okay, I clearly don't understand how this map works. Break room is 14. Okay. So this is the nurse's station up here, 10. Help that I had a pretty damn good day. Hell yeah. Watched the new episode of my favorite TV show right now, Smiling Friends. Ended up being my favorite season 2 of my favorite season 2 so far. Nice. Plan to start Terror Run of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That's good. I'm glad you had a good day. Where the fuck is this room? Cafeteria. Okay, it's by the cafeteria, which is all the way... No, Ralph. No. We were able to unlock something in this godforsaken hospital. Medical records room. Unlock. Use. Progress. Now let's just... Of course the lights don't work. Why would the lights work? Really, I'm an asshole for thinking the lights would work. Alright, what do we got here? Medical condition report instructions. Please fill out application. First name, James. Last name, Comley. Phone number, 5 Clover Street, PainsCreek. He was admitted for... Prescriber, Henry Johnson. Yep. Physician. Okay. What the fuck is that first name? Bomey? Ramsey. Monster. Allergies. Almond. Nuts. This doesn't actually say what they're admitted for. Like, what was their... I guess there's a condition report, not they have heart disease. Andrew Reed. Oh, we know him. Mental and emotional illness. Alcohol dependence. All right. Once again, Dr. Johnson. We don't trust Dr. Johnson. It also confuses me in the newest episode of Smiling Friends had that spades. Nice. I don't know what Smiling Friends is, to be honest. But I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Alright, he had diabetes. And had a different doctor. Alright, so I think this bit about Andrew is the bit of information we're supposed to glean from this. Alcohol and... Which, okay. We knew this about Andrew. And here we have... Also, I feel like a closed-down hospital wouldn't leave records like this. I feel like this is a big-ass HIPAA violation. Also, this reporters' ethics are kind of weird, right? Like, you're not supposed to be digging through patient information. Whoa, the handwriting on this one. Jeff Snyder? Jeff Snyder's a fancy pants. Marilyn Fox, don't know them. Rebecca Hunter. Alright. No, I didn't want to read that again. Well, that door is just empty. Raymond Brown, I don't know them. Monitor daily, relies heavily on his medication. Well, perfect. Actually, no, I think we did read a thing about him. He's dying, I believe. Brown. Medication name up. I wonder, when did Maureen die? Wanda Tyler, we know her. She's Derek's mother. It's an adult commentary. Reading is hard, y'all. It's an adult comedy cartoon made by two YouTube animators about a non-profit charity called Smiling Friends, where a couple of the characters do weird tasks. Is it on YouTube, or is it like on terrestrial TV or streaming? Cancer. Alright. We knew Wanda had cancer. That's not surprising. Prescription drug prior author. Oh god, medical. It's on Adult Swim every Sunday. Oh. Adult Swim used to be a real fucking banger back in the day. None of this means anything to me because I'm stupid and understand nothing about medical things. Back in my day, listen, Adult Swim used to be a real fucking, like, doozy. Like, I missed a random weird thing they would air once at, like, 2 a.m. Like, unedited footage of a bear, or this house has people in it, like those kind of weird things. Like basically the Alan Resnick, I think his name was, stuff, like where it'd be like just randomly once at 2 a.m. they would just air this weird thing. Or back in the day when they used to do anime. Like, I'm not even an anime fan, and like they would. I don't know what I'm supposed to glean from any of this. I'm smooth-brained. Also, this hospital's insignia reminds me of fucking Street Fighter. Forms provide patients with necessary information they need to give the employer help. Give to their employer, help them make Kyle Thornton. I don't know Kyle. Andrew Reed, alright. Date of injury. Patient medically able to work with limits. In my opinion, these restrictions are limited to 2 to 4 weeks. Information provided by an examination of the patient. Okay. I think this is just filler on, like, Andrew's condition. Can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin and I placed it in one of the drawers of the lobby? Missing pin? She's wondering, I found it in the basement storage and need to take better care of her things. Okay. I don't actually know what this room did for us. Alright. We'll check reception again. See if we can't find whatever pin he's talking about. I don't think it's in that. Aha! Alright, this belonged to Catherine, 1964. I thought the drawer noises were lions. Just lots of lions. You know, sometimes just in the middle of an abandoned hospital. Lions. In the episode I'm talking about, where the main plot is one of the main two, Pim and the other support character, the boss, go out to a place called Spamtopia and get a magic jewel. And Spamtopia has one chaotic art style, while the side plot is the other two main characters, Charlie and another one, big supportive characters. Alan try to revive the boss's 18-year-old son. That sounds incomprehensible. I kind of love it. On a funny number, but they didn't. I mean, the funny number's in there. I mean, it's 1969. It's what happens after you're 69 when you turn over and go to bed. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I gotta add that. I'm sorry, y'all. The tam pen is failing me. There we go. The tam pen was a hard start today. I almost wrote 69, god damn it. The tam pen. I haven't used the tam pen in a couple days, so it was a little hard start to get it going. Alright, that was Catherine, right? I believe Catherine is one of the nurses. We now have a 4-digit code. Maureen, Lisa, Catherine. Alright, 1964. I did that the worst way possible. Aha! Read. Tampa, no! Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but we were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Snyder, who was not supposed to be on duty. That's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. YouTube animators are known for extremely out there humor, so one of the jokes was just a waitress in Spamtopia making an extremely loud sound and teleporting to what I can only assume is a shadow realm after her boss asks for a list of loggers. I'm not a fan of it's funny because it's loud, and it sounds like that's what you just described, which is worrisome. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick at the last moment. Tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do double shifts this weekend. Howdy, Ontario. How are you today? It is unfortunate that 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Yeah, that sounds pretty unfortunate. Wait a minute. Hold on. Timothy Scott. Yes. Doodle. Joshua S. Taylor. I thought it was that kid. So I'm curious, because so far nothing has come up about that kid. I'm not either, so it's unexpected, and that was funny to me. Yeah, like, to be fair, the rules of comedy, and to, get on my high horse about comedy, there are times where you can break every one of those rules and they work. It all depends on... By the way, the ants in my room have evolved. They're now flying ants. And it worries me. I'm losing the battle. I just saw one on my light, so it prompted that thought. You spent the last 30 minutes getting all the new achievements in Minecraft. There's new achievements in Minecraft? Did they update Minecraft? The fuck am I playing this for? No, I'm kidding. Now back to this drowned 8-year-old. God damn it, Ralph. Rumor was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. They finally released 1.21. Oof. How is it not at 2.0 yet? Not the drowned 8-year-old. Listen, who is the rocket surgeon in this town? Who's the absolute fucking ass clown who put the playground on that raging ass creek? Because I'm questioning whether or not this counts as a creek anymore, because it moves fairly fast. There's now a flying ant crawling up my screen. Because fuck me, that's why. Grip along while everyone else were playing in the playground and near the hunting cabin. 2.0 won't be pixel blocks anymore. It'll just be smooth. Everything round. It's orbs now. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. She turned to me and promptly walked away. Wouldn't that mean she's walking towards you? It's Curse Fours. I like the name Curse Fours. I'm not gonna lie. That piques my interest. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out of the window and it wasn't raining. The fuck kind of Scooby-Doo bullshit is that? Okay, well this got me nothing. I was expecting like a key or some shit in here. Okay. AKA the most popular Minecraft mod launcher in the world. Oh. See, I didn't know that. I've never modded Minecraft. Alright. I'm out of ideas for this. For the hospital. I don't want to go back to the mansion yet. Community hospital. What's on the way? The postal. We're gonna head back to the courtyard. Or to the inn. I'm not done with the inn. I feel like there's stuff we didn't find there. I don't trust it. Although, I wonder what the drenched lady had. Like, that's... I mean, of course, it appeared, I went, oh, look, this is my first semi-normal thing I've seen in this episode. The joke happened, not anymore. Okay. Like, that's a subversion, and that's valid. Oh, that's the wrong key. I got you, fucker. Just fighting for my life in here against these fucking bugs. We still need to get access to this. Whoa, okay. Like, I don't have anything that can unlock this, right? No, okay. Because I would like to open that glove box. That one's gnawing at me a bit. Cool, everybody, the bell works. Alright. There's a hidden compartment somewhere in here. Not sure where. Okay, just lumber my way through. Alright, we got the key to Andrew's house. Locked toolbox, but it's not giving me the option to unlock it. I don't have any keys for the mailboxes. There's nothing in there. That drawer isn't even rendered. That's locked. That's locked. Okay. The shitter. No mirror. Alright. We're gonna do this the methodical way. Because there's a secret compartment hidden in here somewhere. It said you can pry it up from the corners. Okay, it's not the air vent. Which, realistically, you would think the air vent would be it. I got so excited I saw the word open. Panel. Panel that can open. Can't get back there. Old-fashioned way to play music. So how was everyone's day today? I didn't ask. I did not ask yet. But how's everyone's day going? How was everybody's start to the week? Campaign, what is it? Linger Bowl. And more Da Vinci to wine. Da Vinci to wine? Some strong Buca de Beppo energy there, Ralph. This area isn't that big. How haven't I found this shit? Alright, what's this? 204? Do another sweep of this room. Save the Holy Bible. That t-shirt just scared the shit out of me. That t-shirt hanging right there fucking just scared me. I more or less wanted to look at the book underneath the Bible, but sure. Just the Bible on top. Not me getting turned around. Couldn't be. I keep waiting for this game to get spooky, and it hasn't. And I'm not sure what's worse. I think that door just flattened me and made me taller. Aha! I don't have a key, right? To a briefcase? Desk key, found in Bernard's, Razorback key, Scott's cabin, Scott's cabin, send to the back. I already read that. Holy Bible. What the fuck am I missing? I'm missing something. This is the one that's really, like, bugging me, because it's like, this room isn't big. Like, there's... Also, we not seen that wine bottle before? I got half of mine to look this shit up. Alright, let me... Creek. Copy. Nice. Commode in the... There's commode in the reception area with a bottle of champagne on top. A commode's a toilet, right? What's a commode? Copy and paste the word commode to Google it. Okay, it means convenient in English, apparently. It appears... I'm getting pictures of toilet, but I'm also getting something about, like, it going over a toilet. Bottle of champagne on top of it. I need to Google this more refinedly. PainsCreek Killings. And hidden. Scott. It's losing here right now. Okay. Okay. I know where it is, and we're actually right on top of it. Aha! Okay, that's a place to keep a thing. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police seized their own search. It's a tragedy that Vivian's murder case was never solved. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the search. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he will be leaving PainsCreek soon as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in PainsCreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son, Scott. I'm sorry, what now? Even now, no one really knows what happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Is Scott dead? Because that's far more interesting if Scott's dead. That almost definitely clears him. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused? Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I know anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough we needed. As he left, I could not help but wonder if he had anything to do with the mansion maid who left PainsCreek. Okay, so I assume the 1975 incident is Sophia. Which, okay. Like... Alright. Let's see now. Where are we going next? Because we need to get into that briefcase, and I don't have a key for it. I would assume Scott had the briefcase, or has the key to his own briefcase. But he's currently missing, so it's somewhere out in the world. Let's head back to Andrew's house. That isn't far from here. Because he's over on the Black Pine Road? Yeah, 7 Black Pine Road, okay. Alright. I believe this will take us to Black Pine Road. Silver Lake. Because I have to go around the back of Black Pine Road. Nope, that is the church. I still want to get into the photo. Love how we zooming through this. I don't actually know if we're zooming. I mean, we're running. Like this. What's her name again? This investigator. Janet. Like she does cardio. She cardios. We still haven't been able to get over here yet. You know? But here we go, right to Ender's house. Yeah, like, look at how fucking moving this and deep this creek is. I want to look again here, because we didn't really get anything out of here. Nothing there. Okay. This room is burnt to shit. We found his flask and this letter. So once again, weird to keep a flask in a safe, but you do you, buddy. And upstairs was the satanic shit, right? Or not satanic, obviously, but like spooky shit. With his mattress on the floor and occult symbols. And for us. Okay, that makes more sense. Missed that the first time around. Well then, that's far more unfortunate. Let me take one. Johnson. Yep, that's pills. So what is he... What is going on with this? Like, there's nothing else in there. Okay. Holy shit. Shortcut found. Alright. Where are we heading to next? Let's head to Bernard's house, which is Silver Lake. Of course. Alright, what road is this? Silver Lake's that way. Hell yeah, shortcuts. Remember, I didn't know it would let me limbo under the fucking bar. Like, I wish I knew that earlier. Well, I've limboed under that bitch so many times. Alright, Silver Lake is here. I think Bernard is number 31, which I think was a pain in the ass to find. It's like back here or some shit. 40, 42. Alright, that's the search. 41, 45, 43. I'm looking for 31, so I'm nowhere near it. Unless the numbers go down. 39. 31, there we go. Alright. Now, Bernard, I think there's something wrong with him. And not just because of the medication on his cabinet. I mean, there's a whole set of drawers here I never fucking opened. Sloppy detective work, Ralph. Also, he's the only person in town who owns a plunger. So we've not seen a single one this whole game. The lions are back. I mean, there's a bear. Well, like, I don't trust Bernard, because, like, dude's missing 3 axes and a broken window, but also a knife is just missing. And it ain't like this where it's smashed in, where you can assume somebody else took it. This one is gone and not smashed in. And also, there's, like, 3 rifles that should be in there. Like, there's a bunch of stuff in here that, like, I don't know if I trust. His weird little shrine book. Display of military badges. I believe they're called medals. Game. I wonder if this was done by an American dev. Or like or a foreign dev. Alright, we don't... Oh, no, we did. We're able to open that. Okay. We did read this. I think it... Yeah. We read this. Sorry. Yeah, because that's where I got the idea that he's in love with Vivian. And Cecilia's apartment code. That one still confuses me. The AOL password confuses me as well. Wait, how was your day, Ralph? My day was alright. It was 1.5 million fucking degrees out today. Like, it was unfortunate hot. You know? Alright, I'm not sure what else we could realistically get from here. I don't think I have a key that'll open this. Right? It's not this desk key. No. Alright. I think this room, or this area, is a bit of a, that wretched humidity. Yeah, the humidity was unfucking reasonable. You know? Let's head over to the source. Like, it was so fucking hot today. Like, it was that heat where, it smothers you. Yeah, this game isn't bad looking. It's, Unreal 4, I believe. Like... Where is the source? Let's zoom to the source. I'm very thankful this town, while big, isn't that big. Because I feel like... if it was bigger, it would be more of a pain to traverse. Like, I just don't want to get down that basement room. But it's also weird that it's labeled as an exit. Also, I like how everybody has the same fucking clock. Alright. Packing day. Dates are marked on the calendar. Moving out. Packing day. Meeting Trisha. Okay. Father's bedroom. The top of the stairs. Here. Which, I'm still convinced there's a fucking hidden room here. Like, right here. This opens. I don't know how. I don't know why. It opens. Oh, 0526. Oh, 5, 2, 6. Fuck. All right. It's an important date. Okay. Also, has anything of consequence been in a bathroom yet? Legitimately, I don't remember if anything of consequence has been in a bathroom yet. Also, it's weird that that's labeled as exit. Alright, that's where we learned that Scott was or got outright verification that Scott knew he was adopted. Oh, so it's this light making the annoying ass light noises. Cool. Cool. Fucking sure she's a bust. Let's head to... Where should I head to? Let's go look for that fucking sewer entrance. Should be up this way. I do wish it was toggle to sprint, not hold the sprint. That would be nice. All right. The diagram puts it somewhere over here. There is this little, like, track right here. So I'm assuming it would be somewhere in here. I don't think the game's gonna, like, hide it. But I don't know for sure. Or they're gonna do this, and I'm just gonna find it real fucking easy like an asshole. We didn't look for it a bunch. Alright, we're in a sewer. Nothing bad ever happens in a sewer. I don't know which way to go. We have a map of the sewer, actually. Like, and it doesn't really indicate anything, so I guess we'll just pick a direction and go. Finally, the sewer level. Okay, that's locked. The top has been sealed shut. Okay, I can't get there. Well, that was a quick little examination, I guess. Let's head this way. All right, this way. Oof. Well, this way is dark and gross, which, yep, that is with the flashlight on. Well, there's a bit of a fucking labyrinth. Everybody remember which way we're going. Alright, that door's bolted from the other side. We went down that way. There was a turnoff up here we can hit. Why do I feel like something should be chasing me? Alright, this is the door we came from. So we went back completely. And there should be a very hidden... I didn't even notice this branch off earlier. Let's go up this way. Plus it's chasing you. I mean, to be fair, I feel like I should be getting chased right now. Like... This game is indicated in no way that there's any other NPCs in this game. But goddamn if I don't feel like I should be running from something. This should, if my math is correct, this should be that locked gate. Probably not uber wise of me to like just be picking a direction and fucking sprinting, because I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry? Okay, cool, I can't open the lockers. Thank Christ. I guess the sewer leads to the hospital, but we have Steve Moss's ID, which apparently has 2 driving licenses. No cash, though. Thanks, buddy. We have a briefcase key. BH. Fuck was Bernard's last name? Sewer leads to the hospital. Why wouldn't it? And a diary. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion, a sort of birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both her and Matthew's favorite locations in PainsCreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point her to the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. It is, actually. That's super fucking adorable. And, like, that's awesome. I fucking love it. Sophia's favorite places. Anne's Courtyard's Engine Suite. Briz, over the stream by the gate entrance. Post office. Why would someone like... I was just about to fucking say, whose favorite place is a post office? Why would someone like a post office? And where can I find Matthew's favorite places? I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. Me and this PI, just lockstep. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. Yeah, I think whoever killed the 3 of them definitely was the same person. Trisha is the outlier here. I don't understand how she fits in. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today, I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I assumed his last name started with H. I apparently overcomplicated it. I've searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much. But would he really have killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that make me pause and wonder if he's indeed a murderer. I photographed all the pages. Interesting. He is. Me and his PIs. Man, it'd be great to find, like, cause of death in here. I don't mind if I do. Fucking love a hammer. Doesn't appear to be much else in here but a hammer, but... Electrical room. Can I turn back on the elevator? Please? Please? No? No elevator? This is like a completely worthless room to me. Like... Pardon? Why can't I turn off the power? Why is that an option? Oh, she did not like that turning off the power. What the fuck? Yeah, turning off the power? Kinda fucking dicey. Like... Welcome back, Extra.
He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original shape.
Alright. I assume that is only there to scare me. Alright, let me... I rise. Oh, my legs. Oh. Thank you for the hydrate and stress extra. Extra, are you doing anything good for your birthday today? Any fun? A little cake? Something? What's your command to tell me happy birthday? Extra, it is bold of you to assume that I know how I thought of that. I rise. Ugh, my lungs. Or, my legs. Oh, Jagboog just added that one. I see. Yeah, VIPs can add quotes, which I feel like is dangerous, and don't abuse it, because I will remove that ability. But y'all can. Connection failed. Stream Deck's just like, nah, bro, we ain't doing this today. It's super dangerous, but I will use it for good. Also, I know how to go in and edit the clip, or edit the quotes. Also, why isn't Stream Deck working. Did I exit out of Stream Deck or something? Become a VIP. It will be. Extra? Ain't gotta tell me twice. Oh, Stream Deck is straight up crashed. That's why. I see. But Extra, back to my original question. You doing anything fun for your birthday? I know it's a Wednesday, but you know. There we go. Now the timer. I said now the timer. Chill at home, probably order something. Get to the point where I just want to relax. I mean, to be fair, that is a completely valid thing. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't have a birthday, so. There we go. Maybe? Okay, I'm doing it on my watch. Timer's 5 minutes. Alright. That's not where the camera is. Alright. Once again, thank you for the stretch and the whatnot. Okay, so I got a hammer. I got keys. I don't know what to do with the hammer. Protection, baby, or just spawn in? I'm eternal. I'm an elder core. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I've always been, and I always will. I'm eternal. I'm a constant. I think I went the wrong way. Remember when I die, tell people my story. I will. Eternal falls on his shoulders to pass us on. I mean, to be fair, I absolutely think the most horrifying thing that could befall anybody is immortality. Like, I absolutely think one of the worst things. I entrust my soul in your hands. Please take care of it. There's a combination of something. And once again, they're going to make me have to do fucking math. Okay. Is there anything on the back? No. Great. The code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought about that? Call Sheriff James, check his file. Tenpen, I need you. That was such a cool device to use in stories because of that reason. Yeah, like, to be fair, so I've spoken about my other... Isn't that cool right now? Like, why would I want to live this for literally forever? Yeah. So, one of my fears, one of my absolute, like, deep-seated, in my bones, like, on a primal level fear, is that one day I will be trapped inside of my body. And it might be because I read Johnny Got His Gun way too many times and when I was young. But, like, I absolutely am terrified of the idea that I will still be alive inside of my head and my body will be a prison. Like, that is one of the most horrifying things I can ever imagine. And immortality feels like eventually you would be put into that or a similar position. Because in all reality, if you're... We're going to... Nope. Okay, never mind. In all reality, I wasn't afraid of that, but now I am. It's a literal, like, horrifying thought. Like, if you're immortal, though, the likelihood of you being trapped somewhere, unable to escape, jumps to 100%. It will happen. Not, it might happen. Not, it'll, like, you may get out of it. No. It jumps to 100%. You will eventually get to a position, like, the fucking great fucking, San Francisco earthquake, or like a cave-in or something, where you will eventually be trapped somewhere with no chance of escape, and you get to live through that. And that sounds horrible. Like, the sun will explode eventually, yeah, and then you're just listing through space immortal. Or sucked through... Do you want to get sucked through a black hole? Like, do you want to be spaghettied for the rest of existence? I don't think it will be. I think it'll be horrible. Like, I think that'll be, like, the worst. But you don't have to worry about that. Because you're a good kid. You'll figure it out. You always do. I believe in you. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, eventually, you will get stuck somewhere. And that is horrifying to me. But, like, I listened to this podcast a while ago called Garage 20, I think it was. Where it's this guy who was in a vehicle accident. He got thrown out of the back of a pickup truck. He was a migrant worker, had no ID on him. And for the last, 30 years, he has been known as Garage 20 because they don't know who he is. And there's nothing left of him. Like, it was a severe enough brain injury or, spinal injury where there's nothing left. He is trapped in his body. He is living meat. And that is horrifying to me. That is an existential horror that I am not, equipped to deal with. Anyway, back to more serious subjects. Autopsy report. Andrew Reed, a 44 white male that with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. Third-degree burns found across body, completely scarred overhead, face, neck, and hands. Heavily scarred against front and back of body, legs and feet. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or small knife. Pneumothorax is a possible cause of death, but body too burnt to confirm. So Andrew got stabbed before he got burned. That's important. That means he didn't die in the fire, and it probably wasn't suicide. Where's my Andrew Reed page? Stabbed.
He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original shape.
Fire. Thank you for the, we wonder if everything I'm living now is actually a dream by my brain making it up to protect me. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if your brain does that. Realistically, I don't know if your brain does that. I know it will do it in trauma, but I don't know if it does it for long periods of time where technically you're awake. You're not in a coma. Particularly, though, thank you for the hydrate and stretch, by the way. Particularly, though, it is more in the event of, so I'm going to, once again, refund extra their points because it's their birthday. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, that's the scary part of it. Because, like, Johnny got his gun. He's just awake the entire time. Henry Johnson, 61-year-old white male, pulled out of a car. A sanguination? Isn't that, being choked? Or is that asphyxiation? What's a sanguination? Victim's lung did not contain water, which says that he did not die by drowning. Okay. Prolonged submersion of the body, water, estimated time of death might not be accurate. Estimated time of death between 12 to 16 days. Top right of his skull leading towards the front. Wide crack usually caused by sharp object and strong force. Isn't that their blood being drained? Okay, blood loss. Yeah, that's a good point. I think you're right about that. Torso and face portion of the forearm suffer numerous lacerations. Blood loss before being placed in the water. Okay, Dr. Johnson, which, once again, dick. Where's my Dr. Johnson page? Dr. Henry Johnson. Trying to kill a fly with my fucking water bottle now. Fucking flying ants, y'all. Alright, Dr. Johnson, blood loss, blunt force. Died of blood loss. Cracked skull. Defensive wounds. Alright. And next up, hopefully Vivian. Yes, Vivian. Alright, 55-year-old white female. Found lying in front of Matson Gates, pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide and 7 centimeter deep crack on the right side of her head. Impact caused by strong force with sharp object. Lacerations on front torso and back sides, both forearms. Victim died of blood loss. Alright. Vivian, that's actually one of our questions. We know her cause of death now. Ow. Blood loss. From blood loss from blow to head. All right, cool. We've learned things. We answered one of our big 3 questions, which was how. That's an extremely important one. All right. 7741. I feel like that is the combination to the thing in the place. I know that was extremely descriptive. I'll dumb it down for you. The filing cabinet in the police outpost. All right. We got leads. I believe the police outpost should be this direction. Yes. And there's our car. Oh, right. It's the little gate, not the big gate. Also, I am now at the point where I think Stephen Moss is dead. I legitimately think the private investigator is dead. What was that number? 7741. 7-4. Yes! Alright. I wrote it down extra. A car key. Maybe it opens the, glove box. Some dope glasses and a dog whistle. All right, Vivian Roberts murder case, record of alibi. Okay, cool. This actually is helpful. July 25th, 1995, interviewed Charles. I wasn't there when my wife was killed. I left for New York on the 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend. On the morning of the 20th, however, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I had heard. I cut short my trip to immediately return to PainsCreek. All right, Matthew Brooks. It's Father Matthew. There's an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state vicinity meet to discuss can help our society. Event started the 18th and ran for 5 days. I represent PainsCreek event. Our church can confirm this. We had to cancel our Sunday service that week. That's two of my suspects, like, both being like, we have alibis. Bernard Hopkins. Oh, good. Another one of my suspects. I was preparing for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one that can really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I bid Vivian goodnight and headed back home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone. Watching you, Bernard. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trust him so much. Me, I was around the mansion most of the day, either preparing food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everyone would be perfect. By the time Mary left, I was already past midnight. I locked the doors and went home. No, I live alone. Howdy, girlie. How you been? How are things? How... Let me give Grully a shout out real quick. All right. Well, that was a short clip. Everybody go show Grully some love. How have you been, though? Mary Martinez. My name is Mary Martinez. I've been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraiser event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but after a few days before the event, they called to inform that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because we didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant. Murder will do that. Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th at around 2. I was supposed to come back after that and drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. The fuck is West Dakota? What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. I stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to PainsCreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later. I don't trust Derek. Running like always, and you? Yeah, I don't know. You ran include some kind of credit from me myself, but I didn't do that. That's always how it is. It's always the clip gods always pick the weirdest clip to clip. But I'm about the same girly. Been doing my normal things. Never trusted Derek. Exactly. I don't trust Derek. Outright, I do not trust Derek. Played Still Wakes the Deep. Ralph, this game is so much horror and very short, like 2-3 hour. It's called Still Wakes the Deep. Since I have my notebook here and readily available, let me jot that down real quick. Still wakes the deep. Good name. Ooh, it's on Game Pass? Hell yeah. Give me something to play on my Xbox. I have not fired up either of my consoles in like a minute. Like, I've been playing Stardew and this. Very good, I promise. I'll have to check it out. I mean, you know what you're talking about, so I'll take your word if you say something's good. The crack in Vivian Roberts' skull shows that the weapon used as an object with the heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit this description. Where have we seen axes missing before? Because some lunatic keeps his axes in a gun case. And also has 6 axes. Come on, buddy. You don't need that many. You need one good one, not 6. What are you, an axe collector? I say as though I don't own stupid collections of things. To create a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman. I mean, that's pretty sexy, heavy sheriff, but sure. Who's experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the lacerations found on the front of her torso, as well as the back side of both forearms. Okay. Tried to block the attacks by holding up her arm. The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrow. No. This clarifies the following. The victim was facing the attacker. That the killer was strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow. The killer is left-handed. That's important. That is actually important. Because left-handed people are the devil. Killer. Left-handed. Actually, you know that's a real thing. Back in the day, they used to consider left-handedness being a sin. Even your eyes, ocular something and ocular sinister. Your left eye is referred to as ocular sinister, which is interesting. Murder weapon was not recovered and confirmed by assumption that it is an axe. It being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not under any circumstance leak this information. I'll be in big trouble. Guys here in Grand City don't want any more than necessary. Sean A.M. Smith. All right. Yeah, the names for them in Latin. The left eye is called like ocular sinister. I actually learned that because I looked on an eye prescription, and that's how they're labeled, like ocular, whatever it is, and then ocular sinister, like OSS and then O something. But I looked it up. I was like, well, which eye is which? Because I ordered my own contacts. So I kind of tried to, like, figure it out. Alright, we need to go back to Bernard's house. Because I have a key now to Bernard's house. But yeah, that's when I learned that little tidbit, and I thought it was interesting. Because let's be real, like, you know, left eyes are the devil. And other fun things. No, is it this one? No. What number was Bernard's house? 31. Okay. It's this one. There's only one room locked in his house, so it's fairly easy to guess where this key goes. Quirky Bernard and his pills and plunger. Exactly. Don't trust a man who has both pills and a plunger. That's a man who poops. Okay, cool. This room's less sinister looking if I turn on the light. Got TV. Well. This seems pretty... That's Vivian, and the word bitch written on the back. That's a little on the nose. This game's not been on the nose yet. Other than, like, the affair. It's not been that on the nose, but that is pretty damning. Drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty, and I wanted to fill her up. And tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. Oh, I kind of like how that S looks. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more and more to me. I added and more, I guess. I don't know. Telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asked me what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly I'm just happy to be with her. Vivian seems rather distraught lately. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversation. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back to the house on her own. It aroused my curiosity. I bet it aroused your curiosity. So after I dropped her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go, then left the cafe and walked up the street about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 20s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I can't hear what they said. Then they entered the apartment together. Who is he? Oh, Vivian's got a little, if you know what I mean. This is the 6th time I followed Vivian, and she went into the building with the guy. I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? You know. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly after, Vivian came outside, and the man followed close behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I lay in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would see another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. Wait, what? I didn't open these. Also, there's a weird shower, dude. Day 1, the hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2, I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3, the dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. It's my day off. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took a double doses. I had a migraine the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? I know that my dizziness comes from these pills. The pills don't seem to work anymore. Doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining that Vivian, what Vivian and that guy are doing. That Vivian. Stop taking the medication. Wow, he made it 32 days before he just fell off the wagon entirely. There's gotta be something more here. This seems like kind of... Oh? I gotta stop talking because... Well, I found the knife. This escalated quickly. Okay. So Bernard killed somebody, but with a knife. Somebody was killed with a knife. Who was killed with a knife? Andrew. Andrew was killed with a knife. But it was like a stiletto. That's like a big hunting knife, not a stiletto. A stiletto's like a short, like big sticker kind of knife. Just too careless with his knife. I don't know. When you generally... The Maravik model. Alright, there's only 2 cars in town. 3 cars if we count mine. Okay. Give me things now. Lockbox 201. Oh, that's one of the lockboxes in the... No, I want to... Oh, God damn it, game. Yes, I'm clipping in the car to do this. Alright. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and the phone's not working. Someone trying to stop me from leaving PainsCreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh God, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. Oh. Oh. Does the car have a flat tire? Did I just outright not notice that? So... Oh, what the fuck does that mean? He's not the killer. He's not... I was wrong. Who was the last person was Bernard the last person he was looking into? Okay, that's what's on. What's the button for? Is there a button? He's on to me and I have to hide the key. in one of the drains by the roadside he will never find. Okay, so there's something more in the sewer. That's what that means. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I've been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I have missed something important. I looked through the alibis recorded by several. There were 6 interviews: Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event. Yet I remember reading somewhere about it being canceled. Where did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god, I've just realized that the E in all of the killer's messages are slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find out who killed Vivian. The killer's messages. We haven't seen the killer's messages. Like, alright, I do know what document he's talking about, but I can't remember. Vivian murder reports appreciation letter. Well, all right, we're looking for something pertaining to an event. Letter Daniel, Sister Rosen, confession, lawyer, confession letter, undisclosed report. Vivian's death, got her. Hospital closed. Shit, I know what he's talking about, but I can't think of what it is either. PainsCreek Hospital closes its door after 6 years of service. Okay, it's clearly not that. Okay. Hunting through. Shit. Right, what else do I have? Think what? Here's all your streams of this so I understand it all. This is definitely going to be one of those ones I feel like I'm going to have to surmise at the end. Like, I'm going to have to just kind of, like, you know, rephrase everything. Because I feel like there's a lot of things at play. And I'm not 100% sure about any of it. Alright, this leads me back to the hospital. Let's go check the mansion again. We have some new information. Or actually, no. Hold on. Back to the sewers. There are other ways I wanted to investigate. And realistically, I should have gone to the hospital and went back in that way. But I'm not a smart man. But I know what love is. Alright, the blue door was unlocked. So we just have to not click on that one particular blue door. Or actually, we can click on it and just go right back out. Also, thinking about it, I bet you the search leads here. Or I bet you the search has a basement door as well. Or a, like that's that door I can't get into from the downstairs. I'll bet. And we're also looking for a key and a grate. But I'll bet anything that, like, one of these many, many doors. This one leads to the hospital? Oh, it's connected to the sewers and games, so I think you're right. Alright, this is the hospital. And just a quick little cursory glance around. Nothing I've missed here. Still think it's weird that it lets me turn the power on and off. But from what I can tell, the power doesn't really do anything. Look at all that shit in there. I'm getting sidetracked. Where's my map? Alright. If we're at the community hospital, door here. You know what? Instead of going all willy-nilly and letting the sewer decide where I go and how I go, I'm going to use the map. Alright. Hospital, so there should be a gate eventually in front of me. That would be here. Alright, at the next junction. That one should lead to the river. And there's an X here. I'm very, very interested as to what that X means. Because that X doesn't, the X doesn't appear anywhere else on the map, right? Like, I guess here. Maybe it's just a way that's not accessible. And then we have these grates here. So I'm going to follow this wall all the way around. And that should lead me to a grate. Okay, that's locked. No, those are doors. Okay, those are doors. That helps. Does it help? Look, I want to be able to read the map and run at the same time. Okay? Don't judge me. Who amongst us, really? Okay. So I am currently roundabout here. Right? Yeah, so I'm going to go up here, make a left. I'm sorry, a right. Follow that down. Should eventually lead me to another gate. Oh, I bet. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm not looking for sewer grates. I'm looking for those big fuckers. I'll bet you the key's in one of these. Just in a pile of trash and goop. So to be fair, there's like a definite, like, time to start digging. Can you dig it? Hold on. You know, how dare them, really, not put street signs in the sewers? Actually, that's a very good question, come to think of it. How do they navigate in sewers? Like in like bigger sewers like this where you'd be like moving and walking and whatnot. How does one navigate them? Alright, there's that junction here. So I'm gonna go up this way. My obsessive looking at the goop is not paying off yet. Ah, that's the search up there, that door. We'll peel off this way now. Everything's locked. I gotta tell you, the personal security in this game, I'm not sure. A lot of people just kind of throwing out flower pots, huh? Like, I'm not sure if the security in this game is really good. Door? Ah, shit. Okay, that, top has been sealed shut. Alright, well, here's my map. Okay, within reason, I think I'm over here to Mayor's Mansion. Head back to the mansion. Yeah, the sprint in this feels quick. Although sometimes, like right now, it feels kind of slow. Alright, do I have anything that would help me in the mansion? A hammer. Sophia's locket. Music box. Desk key. Mansion map would be nice. I have a mansion map. Um... Oh, we do actually have something for this. We have, we have the code to the gallery thing. We have the code to this, which... Not mention security logbook. Mention worker list. What was Scott's birthday? Oh, why is it not listed here? Old people are dying. God, what I'd give for like a character profile in this. I guess I'm technically the character profiles in all of this. What would have his birthday? What do I guess I can delete all these. Because technically I have them all. But like... Can I just... No, okay. Of course I can't. Why would I be able to just hit the delete key? What the fuck is Scott's birthday? Where would I find Scott's birthday? Yes, these are all the photos I took with my camera. Okay, that one's kind of useful. That's the thing about something like this. I feel like I end up with a lot of clutter because I don't know. With Trish's diary? Oh, sorry. Delete. Secret mansion, I can't believe it. We just had it top first. Secret room in the mansion. I don't know. Court appearance. Public baptism. 4/2069. I mean, it might fucking well be. Tea time. Trisha talked to me today. Said she and Scott busy. Oh. Oh. Okay. I now know what he was talking about, the E's. Okay, cool. I get that. And apparently Scott didn't have 2 driver's licenses. He had a, his PI, license on him. I've looked into becoming a PI before. Unfortunately, in the state of New Jersey, it's nearly impossible unless you are an ex-cop. Like, pretty much you have to be an ex-cop. Or have experience in another state being a PI for a long period of time. Because you need a certain amount of, like... Because you need a certain amount of, like, experience Investigating? Wait. No, that's the... Like, you need a certain amount of investigatory, like, experience. And realistically, the only way to get that experience is to be a cop. Or it's the only kind of experience where they accept it. Fuck would I find Scott's birthday? Okay, that's still ongoing. Oh man. And affair with Charles Saudi born. Alright. So 72 plus 2 years is 74. Or, yeah, 74. Calvin Burnett. Coming. Yeah. Alright. What is Scott's birthday? I don't think I have anything. I don't have Scott's birthday. I don't think it's in any of my documents. And I can't... There's gotta be something else here. We have this room. And this, which... Oh. Wait, what? Hold up. Nah. It's the one and only D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg. I don't think I could have said that any wider. Alright, 4 right. Six left. 3 right. That sounds like a dial combination. Unless it's for the books. Because you would be able to go right and left from the books. Alright, hold on. Let me unclick that book. Unclick that book. Alright. 4 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 from the left. That would be book number 6. And then 3 from the right. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Hidden mansion room. What do we got here? Magdalene Roberts, mother of Charles, dies at age 68. Hospital report, heart attack as main cause of death. Magdalene Roberts passed away last night at the age of 68. She was visiting her son, Charles Roberts, in PainsCreek when her heart failed. Dorothy Patterson, a maid working at the mansion, knocked on Magdalene's door at 7 a.m. Since there was no answer, she assumed Magdalene was still sleeping. It was only 2 hours later, when Magdalene still did not respond to her knocking, that she realized something was wrong. She called Bernard Hopkins, the mansion's butler, who came and opened the door to find Magdalene lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing. He immediately called 911. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor and head of PainsCreek Community Hospital, arrived at the mansion around 9:30 a.m. and pronounced Magdalene Roberts dead. According to Dr. Johnson, Magdalene Roberts probably had a heart attack sometime in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnosis yet to be determined. Magdalene's death is possibly the result of high blood pressure and old age. They done killed Betty White. Alright, those are readings, so... Dear Charles, Dear Charles, I received a letter from Dorothy yesterday. She told me everything. What have you done, my son? Does Vivian know? Have you even considered the consequences of your action? And what of this Sophia? What will you do with her? You made a mistake. And you'll need to take responsibility for what you have done. Do you understand? You cannot take her as your wife. You already have one. This scandal cannot be publicly known. It will destroy your political career. However, the child is important. He is your flesh and blood. And might be your son. I might be the son you need to properly continue. It's like, is he flesh and blood or not? He might be your son. No, he might be the son. Properly continue the family. I am now preparing to visit you. Do not say anything to Vivian yet. Not the scary flesh and blood. I mean, I could have gone worse. I could have gone flesh and blood. I could have done that to you. Actually, my throat hurts. I really shouldn't be doing the voices. Sophia. Alright, now we have 2 books here. Alright. Vivian hasn't spoken much since she was discharged from the hospital. Dr. Johnson said she has fully healed, but it will take some time for her to adjust back to her old rhythm. I feel our relationship is deteriorating, as has suffered permanently in some way. Okay, I fucked up that sentence. I love Trisha, and I know Vivian does too. I can only hope that my mother's passion for a grandson will not affect Vivian's love for Trisha. I hope that she does not hold any resentment towards Mother. God, dude. Cut the umbilical cord already. Our baby daughter is born today. We've named her Trisha. Vivian had to go through a cesarean section. I'm just glad that both mother and child are safe, and I thank God for that. I feel so happy to have a baby in the family. There's no words to express my joy. My joy I'm feeling inside. At the same time, I'm worried that Mother might say what might say once she knows that the baby is a girl. Vivian is being hospitalized for a second time in a year. The first time was for the C-section. This time... Why are you scowling at her? Because I was killing another flying fucking ant. For mental instability. Dr. Johnson told me not to visit her until she is stabilized and ready to receive. What can I do? Mom wants a boy. But it's not safe for Vivian to be pregnant anymore. Sometimes I feel lost not knowing what to do. Mostly I just feel lonely. I never thought this would happen. Whenever Sophia is babysitting Trisha, she would listen to everything I have to say. I could express myself candidly. Never once did she question the decisions I made. It made me feel like she understands me. I found comfort in her, both spiritually and physically. I just never thought I would have a relationship with her. What should I do now? I have a name for our child. He will be called Vincent Roberts. I will add him to my will. Sophia seems to be hiding as well as she can from Vivian. Even I have not seen her in these last few days. I wonder where she could be. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that didn't gain me anything, but like, you know, that did very muchly, like, give me backstory on that. He put Vincent in his will. Ah, yes, this is what I'm looking for. Aha. Read. Although we live in the same house, Charles and I barely speak to each other. I know that he's been feeling guilty since his affair, but that was 20 years ago. It's high time I forgive him out loud. Next time I need to work things out with Trisha. I've been objecting to her relationship with Scott for some time. In doing so, Trisha's been avoiding me. I haven't been a good mother, but I want to be there whenever she needs from me. I just want things to go back to the way they were. The agency arranged for a new guy to help me. His name is Owen Smith. Quite a young man. From what he has accomplished during our meeting, Owen asked many things if he was interviewing me. The brief introduction turned out to be hours long. However, by the end of it, he said he has everything needed and will get things moving right away. Good feeling about him. Young man. Is this the guy she was meeting at the apartment? Owen called to meet with me today. He had the papers ready for me to sign. He said that the location of the exhibition has been approved. All I need is the down payment. That's great. I signed the papers almost immediately after I informed our accountant, Helen, to transfer the money from the Roberts Relief Fund since the hospital won't be needing it for a while. Owen's been a great help since we brought up the idea of an art gallery for the public. I'm not sure if things could have gone quickly if it had been some other agent. I owe him that much. The art gallery will open in 3 months. I'm so excited about it. Received most of the artwork from contributors. All I need to is to ask Charles if he would be willing to donate some of his paintings. It'd be good for us in PainsCreek. There's a line of purpose now. I don't know what that... Investigation, Dr. Henry's been embezzling money. 93. I clearly read that before because it didn't do the scribbling bit. Okay, so he was embezzling money well before that. Okay, I don't... I don't know what I'm supposed to take from that. Nope, not pictures. I want an inventory. I have hammer. Alright, let me... Let's head over to Tris's room. I feel like there's still probably stuff. And I have the music box. I know that was a gift for her from Scott. There it is. There's the fucking... Dear Trista, as you've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if A great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right, we shouldn't be together. No, you shouldn't. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There's so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I express everything to you will come quickly. Say now as I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me, Scott. Okay, I don't think Scott... Is there anything else in here, or is this just a fucking waste of my time? I can't music box? What the fuck? Howdy, August. How are you doing today? I think that about wraps up for most of the inventory items we had. But how are you doing today? And I need to find Derek's fucking... How do I... Alright, whose house haven't I been to? Doing well so far. Just finished the night playing Minecraft. It's been a pretty decent day. Productivity. Everybody seems to be having just like good days, and I love to hear it. Staring at his guide / notes. It looks like he's staring at chat. So a non-zero amount of this is I am also like sometimes yes I'm actually looking at something. Sometimes I'm literally just staring to try to like think. Like I do have a list of like locations in the game. It's just kind of all listed out for me so that I can like remember where, like who's where and what. Like unfortunately I did forget to put the addresses on it. So that is an oversight that I had. For Silver Lake. I did a lot of job stuff. Hell yeah. Fucking love it. Love that y'all are busy little bees buzzing away. At least some of us are. My ass is stuck in this perpetual fucking loop of unhappiness. Like... Barbershop. Looking for 43 Silver Lake. 4. The numbers are going down, which does not help me. $42, $40, $38, $41, $45, $43. There we go. I've been I got into like a little funk. Alright, brushed my teeth before I got too tired. Hell yeah. Let's go. Where is it? Not the funk. What's wrong with the funk? We got the funk. I assume you meant a bad funk when you started. Oh, no. No. There was something in one of these rooms. I can't remember what it is. But I remember there was something I needed something for, and I want to fucking figure it out. Here it is. It's broken. I need a tool to fix this. I have a tool. Holy shit, that worked. Rooms that you found a map. I've found so many maps. See the new Nintendo games coming out? I did not. I'm a fucking TM, Nintendo hater. Like, I'm glad if other people are getting things they enjoyed, but like, The school called. The principal told me that the kid... Big yawn. Told me that the kids have been calling Derek names and that he's a bastard child. I know that Derek wants to know where his father is. I don't know what to say to him. Ace Attorney games coming. Is that why I've seen so many, Ace Attorney memes? Also, yes, Big Young. Also, what the fuck is my hair doing all of a sudden? I thought, like, I liked the Ace Attorney games. I did play the Phoenix Wright trilogy or whatever the fuck it is, the 3-pack that Capcom put out. I thought they were fun. School called me again and told me that Derek poked a... Oh, okay, I read that as porked, and my brain would not get past it. Derek poked a bird's nest till it fell off the tree. After that, he stoned the 6 to death. Jesus Christ, lady, you're raising a serial killer. This resulted in him being suspended from school for a week. Good. Principal asked if Derek had suffered any kind of trauma that would have caused him to act like this. I could not tell him that Derek witnessed Sophia being killed. Well, that's just a thing you wrote. He was only 5 when that happened. Holy shit. We didn't know that before. That's a revelation. Derek witnessed... Witness Sophia murder. At age... So was he, like, there? Like, how did he witness Sophia's murder? I have questions. Derek stopped going to school. He told me school isn't for him. I should not have asked him to keep quiet about Sophia's death. He must have been bottling up his emotion all these years. Maybe it's time I start homeschooling him. Fucking maybe. City of New Jersey. Well, they're in a city. It's a state. Like one of the original ones. We've been here the whole time. Department of Psychiatric Division. Psychiatric evaluation on Derek Tyler. Dear Miss Wanda, after almost 5 months of sessions, your son, Derek Tyler, is now much better. We are still unable to get him to talk much, but he has chosen to express his thoughts and feelings through written text, which is a breakthrough for him. During the last session, however, he wrote the following. Dad was standing in the middle of the road. He was waving to me. Mom was crying and her tears dropped onto my face. I woke up. Kitty was purring and licking my face. I think she wants to go out. Mom doesn't like me to make noises when it's late at night. Says it will wake everyone up. So I was very quiet when I opened the back door. Kitty flew away. There were noises behind the fence, behind the wall fence. There's a door that's always locked, but there's a light behind the keyhole. I walked to the door and looked through the keyhole. There were 4 people. 2 of them were fighting. A baby was crying. One of them fell down and hit her head. She stopped moving. Her eyes were open. I wet my pants because she was looking at me. Derek has since been very quiet. We haven't been able to grasp fully If what he wrote was real or imaginary, nevertheless, we are concerned with the situation. Kindly get back to us so we can discuss further steps in helping him. Okay. So, Derek witnessed Sophia's murder. Huh. And that uses up most of the items I had. Ooh. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Like, I'm not sure if we're in a better or worse spot than when we started. Like, realistically, because I'm like, we're out of items for the most part. We know a lot of things. We don't know the big one. I know how Vivian was killed. I don't know with what. I'm pretty sure I know why, and Sophia. But, like, I don't know who. Like, the only one I've effectively, like, completely ruled out is Scott. I don't think Scott would lie to Trisha about it. Like, Charles, I don't think did it, but I don't know. I don't think Scott did it. Father Matthew, him and Bernard are my number one options, but I don't think Bernard is, because I think the PI rules out Bernard. Like I think that rules him out. Because, like, he said it wasn't him. Like, the PI was like, I was wrong. Like, I've been following Bernard. I'm thinking of a dog. Because of a Saint Bernard. I do love Saint Bernards. They're weird. They're whiskey barrel collars. Like, they're huge doggos. They are. Also, I have like a scab on the back of my head. It's like, I found it, so naturally I need to pick it. Y'all pickers, or y'all leave it alone kind of people? Picker for sure. I try not to be. My father was real bad about that. Only after it hardens up. Oh yeah, no, because then you get that satisfying like peel. I get it. My father was real bad about that. If he had any kind of cut on him, instantly picked at it. Like, wouldn't even try not to. Alright, where am I going? I'm like stalling a little bit. Because I'm not 100% sure where to go next. Whose houses haven't I checked? There's gotta be something more. But your guide should tell you. Like I said, I don't have a guide. I just have a list of locations. Like, because I like was trying to keep them straight, and then I have this to get. Like, I've been using the notebook. Maybe I should have a guide. I do have a guide. I used it to figure out the, well, it's not a guide, it's a discussion on Steam. I used it to figure out the, where the hidden thing was. But, yeah. Anything else I can glean from that? I'm not sure. Now I'm just kind of running. Alright. I wonder how far... We gotta be pretty far into this, because I have, like, most of my questions answered. You know? Like, most of the queries... I feel like still the hospital is the... Like, because I've opened, what, one door in the hospital? 2? Like, there's gotta be more here. I am just stupid and missing it. At least 2%. Oof. Although, to be fair, I did not look up on how long to beat this game is. I'm joking. I have no idea. Yeah. Part of the fun of this is that, like, this isn't a game people know. Like, this is a pretty, like, unknown game. Which also, like, anytime I've had to look anything up for this, it's like... It's like pretty unknown. Right, I feel like we've exhausted the basement. Medical records. Right, I feel like we've exhausted that whole side of the hospital. Like, for everything we can do. Did we interact with this? Henry Johnson, staff pass. Non-expiring. Hold on. I can take this. I don't know where a card reader is, but I can take it. What the fuck? The power just went out. Game. I knew it was weird that you let me fuck with the power. Not today, Satan. That was terrifying. Alright, what has a keycard reader? That looks like a keycard reader. Okay. New rule. While I'm actively in a room, the doors get shut. No questions. Vivian Roberts to Henry Johnson. Dear Henry, I would like to thank you for your contribution to the PainsCreek Community Hospital and people of PainsCreek for the past 2 decades. However, there have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PCH, most of which came from the Roberts Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchase of medical equipment and supplies. Get your ass... Yes. I'd keep the doors... So to be fair, this is the first time the game scared me. We're very far in, and that's the first scary thing where they're like, boo, motherfucker. Like, that's the first time where I pick something up, walk 5 steps, and the fucking lights turn off. They are really slow burning if they're gonna do shit like that. Also, that means I'm not alone. There is somebody here. I'm not sure who, and now I'm scared because I don't have a weapon Till you were able to explain the crimes of hours. Alright, we already knew that he was embezzling funds. That's not surprising.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back.
I also can't move right now.
What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
These voices sound a lot like fucking Heavy Rain, which makes me think this is French. Or French-Canadian, even. To Charles Roberts, I don't know if it's a joke that you've sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was behind it all. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. June 30th, 1995. June 30th, 1995. Hold on. Also, he thought that Charles threatened him. August 1995. So fairly close to... Okay, it's another fucking killer note. I know what you did. Meet me at the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Okay, this is starting to take shape in terms of timeline and shit like that. Okay, I feel like the police would have taken that from his desk. Nope, give me the key. Room 203. No, Every day is a fucking struggle and pain. I assume it's hospital room 203. I don't think they'd just give me a random key marked 203 and it'd be for, like, somewhere else. Alright. Of course not. Alright. So we have a key now for room 203. Which, once again, I'm terrified because somebody's in this fucking hospital with me. I don't know who. Probably the killer, if I had to guess. Like, realistically. It's not just gonna be like, I'm a random stranger. You know, for funsies. I do hate the unlock mechanic in this. Okay, the bathroom's locked. Which, once again, I feel like the bathroom in hospital rooms don't lock. Like, specifically, they don't lock. Lots of storybooks. Fucking swanky-ass hotel room. Or, I'm sorry, hospital room. That's definitely a bowl of Cheerios. Like, you can almost see where they photoshopped the cereal, like, the name of it out. Also, it's threatening that it's called Adios. Alright. Scott Brooks' body found by jogger with multiple stab wounds to the heart. Okay, that answers another question I had. Scott's dead. Okay, it's just gonna be us getting killed. Oh, absolutely. Because I won't expect it. Like, literally, I just won't expect it. I'll get killed because I just don't know what's going on. Dead. Stabbed. A lot. Police do not know if this is tied to the murder of Vivian Roberts. I mean, it's a pretty easy guess there. A star suspect in the Vivian Roberts case was found dead yesterday. His body was found on the roadside along Maple Drive. At 6:50 a.m., a jogger happened to find a body laying motionless behind a bush on the side of the road. He stopped to check if the person needed help, only to notice the body was covered in blood and immediately called 911. The police arrived shortly. Around 7, the victim was declared dead. The estimated time of death was predicted. Which regarding murder of Vivian. The risk referred to insufficient evidence. Police are currently investigating. Okay. It's November of 1995. So he's been dead the whole fucking time. Looks like a room key. Alright. Oh, I think I figured it out. Yesterday, on hearing that, I think there's an idea. I don't want to vocalize it yet, but I think a thing. Thoughts are happening. Brain cells are rubbing together. The monkey has started typing. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Tricia collapsed. Doctor called this morning to inform us a nervous breakdown. However, they suggested that she should stay for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. It rained today. Tricia was always hated to rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there she mutters Scott's name out loud. She cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this. Charles visits Tricia today. Tricia almost every day. Today he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker. Told you. For more than a year. He asked if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I don't know anything, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Tricia was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. Sheriff Howard came today and asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I already told him everything. I know it's frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian? That's the whole point of this fucking game. Scott came by to see Tricia. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected, even with Charles' help. He's been forced to use most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly side of the world. His mother's hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend Tricia pains him. I don't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" I wish I'd never heard that. Interesting. All right. So this is Tricia's room. This is Dorothy's diary. I gotta start checking the back of things. And there's a key. Let's head over to Dorothy's house. Right, I don't have any more hospital inventory, right? Yeah, okay. Let's head over to Dorothy's house. I have an idea. For who this is. But I don't want to say it yet because it's kind of wild. I could very well be right, though. Because I am a super genius. And I'm not close enough to actually hit the exit. Where does Dorothy live? Dorothy is 40 Black Pine. Black Pine is... right up the road. Should be this one, I think? 40? Yeah. Alright, we were able to get into Dorothy's house. I don't think we found anything in here, though. She had that weird, back room kind of thing. Yeah, this weird back room with, 2 backyard doors, which feels weird. I guess there's, a sunroom. That's not the point. Cute little picture drawn by a child, probably Tricia. New home, new lifestyle in the heart of town. Kind have it on the dream I feel on. Okay, that's just a brochure for some shit. We are still looking for a... We're still looking for a, an event flyer stating that something's canceled. Because... Okay, cool, that does work. And we got a medallion. I didn't read what it said when it was written. It said one of the alibis of the people who they questioned and got alibis from was lying because the event that they said they were at was canceled. Everybody said they were at an event. Derek's the only one whose event isn't like an event per se. It was just him hanging out with his buddy. But he never gave them the phone number, so that's suspicious. Father Matthew and Charles... Why am I recounting this from memory? We have the document. Charles says he was out of town at a conference. Father Matthew said he was at the Trinity Church, or the Church gathering in Hartford. Bernard said he was sick, but Dorothy backs up Bernard. Dorothy really doesn't have an alibi. Mary Martinez, I literally didn't even bother writing her in my book because I think that she solely exists to find the body. And Derek had this. So, daughter of ex-mayor found dead at PainsCreek Community Hospital. I fucking called it. Where is it? Where's my button? Why is everything so shitty today? Based on the nervous breakdown of Scott and the fact that we found Scott being murdered in there as well, I assumed Trish had jumped off the hospital, and I was right. But that's also very important. Hold on. That's very important because Trisha is the outlier on all of our motives. Like, granted, it's a superposition essentially, or not a superposition. That's not right. But it's kind of a non-factor because either way, Trisha was an outlier. But now we're still in the same place. But she killed herself. Suicide by gravity. Gravity at hospital. I feel like it was very disrespectful for me to just call it suicide by gravity. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from rooftop, lands hard, and lands on head and dies. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of PainsCreek Community Hospital. Need an uplifting main page just once. I mean, not even just once in a while, just once. Every single one we've seen has been like, so-and-so's pillar of the community dead. Hospital announced 7:20 a.m. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard some sound. Receptionist, she went on find personally emotional, blood flowing out from her head. She quickly called Dr. Bennett, the attending physician, for the day's morning shift, who brought Trisha to the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. So Trisha Robert walked around the hospital around 6:30 a.m. She headed to the roof at 6:54. And a few minutes later, her body was found. Charles Robert, ex-mayor and father of the deceased. That's a good point, though. Why was it unlocked? Okay, another Dorothy. Another Dorothy diary. Friday, October 27, 1999. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in PainsCreek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He can't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital. At this point, she still needs help and rehabilitation. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything, he just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. Sad to see what's happening to them. They used to be such good friends. Oh my God, Scott was killed. That's it. Oh my God, Scott was killed. Next page. Karen Anderson, Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there, so ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. Know how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha finally admitted to the hospital another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. Appreciates my help. Okay, so that was not a lot of help there. Wait a minute. That's labeled Sophia. Oh my God, Scott's dead December 4th. Got my nails done. That's kind of how it felt. Like, now I want my inventory. We have this, which has a number on it, which is difficult to read. 0526. Have it written down, do I? 0526. Okay, I do have it written down. Oh, 526. We did it. We unlocked some shit. Dear Sophia, how have you been? Hope everyone is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work started here in Indonesia. Life here is hard but meaningful. Yeah, the delay seems real bad today. Like, just from what I've noticed on the Steam Deck, it's like a bit extra today. Holy shit, we've been going for 3 hours? Ow. I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here, I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. We get it. You love God. Move on. I'm supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I'll be extending my stay here for another 6 months. I haven't received any letter from you for a while now. I hope you're doing well. Remember the time when we were at the orphanage? You said that you don't want to be poor anymore? I think God heard your call and brought you to PainsCreek. Charles and Vivian told me they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you are a hard-working person with a kind heart, and that I bet Vivian's tune really changed. And that us being related was not the reason they hired you. You got the job on your own merit. I did not know whether or not to tell them that we are not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I'll have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad you are in PainsCreek. We can talk and meet any time, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I'll do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew. P.S. I've prepared a special present for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day. We have a diary. Is this the only Sophia diary we've read? I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me and Bernard ignores me. Most of the time, Andrew, well, he's okay as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me, though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect, even though I'm just a housemaid. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. Oh, and Matthew, too. Matthew. Who the fuck is Matthew? I almost forgot him. Take care of me forever, sir. Oh, Father Matthew. Why the fuck did I just have that brain fart? As long as I remember, I'm a lucky girl. Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel like he's trying to escape his sores at the church. We'll talk about everything under the sun, our hopes, our dreams, future, mind our days in the orphanage. Landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have happened to me. However, I never imagined I would be having an affair with a married man. Well, that escalated quickly, let alone my employer. Now I'm carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? I received a letter today from Matthew saying he's extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. Diaries of Doozy. I mean, it's just hit after hit, just double platinum live in Japan. Whew. Always had a noble heart, wanting people, helping people everywhere. I miss him, but I'm glad he decided to extend it. It gives me time to prepare how I'll explain my situation to him. I don't know how he'll take it, but if he just bears the truth, but he just hears the once he gets back. There's a telegram this morning from Mount You. Which me, he told me that he had a special birthday present prepared for me. All I need to do is find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram. After I've solved the puzzle, I've actually already solved it, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? My baby was born today at 8:20 a.m., June 1st, 1975. Lord, I've dropped the cap to the tampen. Alright, June 1st. Alright. He was born at 8:20 a.m., and it's a boy. He looks just like Charles. Dorothy's taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time, asking if we need anything else. I told him he didn't have to come so often. We have this fucking... This lockbox is super fucking useful. Told him he doesn't have to come so often. Instead, focus on work as mayor. He must have a lot on his mind. So this one I'm still kind of iffy about. I don't know where Father Matthew's favorite places are. Told me today that his mother, Magdalene, will be arriving in 2 weeks. He knows about our relationship. Feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibility for me and my son. Not for you, just the son. Soon I won't have to be a maid anymore. You won't be a maid anymore anyway. So I should decide to name our child Vincent Roberts. I like that name. Okay. So that was all fucking super enlightening. Photo lab cleaning. Dear Dorothy, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all you've done for me. You've taken care of my store on so many occasions. Yeah, Sophia. Sophia's kind of a tragic story because she seems like that's the first time we've had anything in her voice. And it ain't like nothing about her seems like she's like a gold digger or nothing. It seems like a young girl who made a mistake and got murdered for it. Like, she's kind of sympathetic, you know? Like, she's very sympathetic as like a victim. You know? I want to express my heartfelt here in my store on occasion. You've helped me maintain a bright spirit. I would be lying if I said I'm not saddened by your departure. I will greatly miss you. We wish you all the best in your new place. Do invite me once you're settled in. Best regards, Oliver Gibson. Okay, cool. That also confirms something else for me. Dorothy's alive. So I can remove the question mark from her. Alive, dead. I don't know. Scooby-Doo, I don't know. That's 96. That's towards the end of the timeline. Realistically, I should probably be paying more attention to dates, because admittedly, I am not. Like, at all. I bet I know what this key goes to. Looks like a house key. I bet it opens up the fucking photo lab. Which my nerdy ass wants to go right to that fucking photo lab. Alright. I think we have finished Sophia's house. So we're going to run to the photo lab real quick, because I can't imagine there's anything of consequence really at the photo lab. Where is it again? Silver Lake? But yeah, no, Sophia, like, it's kind of like, and to be fair, that is just straight up dramatic irony. Like, that is what that's called. Like, it's sad that, like, oh, Sophia seems like a nice, kind woman. She's going to get her head bashed in on a well. Well. Where the fuck is this photo lab? By the cemetery. It's this way. Corner of Walnut? Oh, there we go. Wanted to use that key because it definitely didn't say where that key went. Oh, this isn't fucking dark and creepy. It's a bad photographer, though. That one looks like it's in engine. So does that one. Like, these are clearly real photos. Like, those ones up there don't look like they're in engine. Office of Search Heaven, Old Jersey. Dear Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that father will not be taking part in the annual for like I fucking called it, didn't I? This is one of my main suspects. July 17th, 1995. Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th until the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday stating that he was not feeling well. I assume he has also informed you about this last-minute change. Please send our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of PainsCreek. Father Matthew's guilty. Father Matthew is the killer. Because he lied about his fucking alibi. But would he have killed Scott? I don't know if he killed Scott. No, I know who killed Scott. Bernard. The big knife covered in blood. Although that could have been planted. Same thing with the bitch photo. They all killed each other. Yeah, it's just Julius Caesar. Everybody came together to stab each other. Okay, but that's important, though. That's, like, extremely important. Ooh, a wrench. Yes, I will. Oh, yeah, hold on. It said he had tools. I bet you that's the important things I'm supposed to get from here. Alright. Oof. Every noise from this game scares me. To be fair, this game's only been scary once. Whether or not... Unless there's a scary shit I just completely missed. Just attended Trish's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong. By the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in PainsCreek. Every one of these deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, for even a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trish's death hurt the most, probably because I don't rank deaths. That's kind of gauche. Like, come on. I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. Can't imagine the pain he is going through. Dorothy left PainsCreek early February, a month after Trish's funeral. The hospital closed soon after. By the end of the month, Charles is packed and departed PainsCreek for good. So Charles is alive. Wanda passed away. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of PainsCreek. Okay, so Derek's alive too. Which, to be fair, I don't know if I actually had considered Derek to be dead. Autumn is a person. My photographer's store will be closing by the end of the month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyway, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. Okay, so we know the photographer, Charles. So we know quite a few people made it out of PainsCreek. Not everybody's dead. You know, just most of everybody. Freaking Derek. Alright, that's locked. Does that look like I have a keyhole? Okay, I can't open that door, that means. There's no keyhole. Alright. I have tools now. I have tools, so I have that going for me. Alright, I think that is where I'm going to call it tonight. Because I've been going for 3 hours and 18 minutes. And my throat hurts. Right in here. Like, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but like my throat feels just tender. Let me think, what else do we have to do? Or like, open, I guess. Or say you're up late. I am up late, and I'm hungry. It's 4 a.m., and I fucked up, because now I can't eat. I, too, hope that it's allergies and it goes away early tomorrow, because I am not doing great. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out, and thank you for watching. We'll be back Thursday with more PainsCreek. Hopefully, we're towards the end of this. Like I said, I didn't look up how long to beat. Which I feel like is probably a fool's errand. To beat. All the pieces are coming together. I mean, to be fair, I'm fairly certain now that I know she died of blunt force trauma. Technically, I think I know everything. I think I know, like, all 3 of the questions the game asked for the ending. Eight and a half hours. So I'm very slow. We are playing this very slowly. Actually, no. Main completionist is 12, so we're somewhere around there. 8 to 11, yeah. Which I don't know why I was scared to look up how long to beat. Because it ain't like how long to beat, spoilery. Anywho, I'm not staying. I'll catch you all later. Jagboo. Is it this week you're back from the... Is this Thursday you're back from taking off after the subathon, or is it next Thursday? Again, I gotta update the schedule. Okay. Play it by ear then. I will be back Thursday, speaking of. Thank you for asking, of course. I couldn't remember if you were taking this whole week off and then back following Thursday or what. More PainsCreek. We will be doing more PainsCreek, because at this point we're playing all of it. We're just gonna do it all. We're gonna do it all because I'm, you know, and I love detective shit. I love figuring out a mystery. But yeah, I will see you all later. I hope you all have a lovely middle of your week. Bye. Oh, there's the egg. Who's going for it? I got the egg.
We got company!
What the fuck? I better have this goddamn egg in my inventory. Well, that's the thing. I'm all shoulders and forehead. Like I'm big this way and right here. You know?